Good morning, sixth graders. Welcome to the next week of spelling. We are on lesson 33. This week you'll be doing all 4 pages of the spelling. I will be doing it, handle it the same way I did before. You will complete the spelling workbook pages. That is worth basically a total of 4 bonus points that will help your overall spelling grade for each one. And then, of course, you will be writing your spelling words 3 times each for Thursday to show on your Thursday morning chat time. So please make sure you have that ready for class. All right, now let's go ahead. Let's go through lesson 33. We have the words that are from the Spanish language. We have, starting the pattern words, we have fiesta, guitar, maize, tortilla, alfalfa, pronto, burrito, anchovy, mariachi, enchilada, quesadilla, sombrero. Start speaking like a Spaniard here before too long. Literally, on the serious side, I don't know much Spanish. But anyway, so let's go ahead and go through this. As many words in the English saying originally came from Spanish language. Knowledge of word origin helps us in building spelling and vocabulary skills. Write pattern words to complete the exercise. Write the words in alphabetical order. Well, that's pretty no-brainer. So I'm going to type out this for the thing. Write the words to complete the exercise. Write the words in alphabetical order. And I'm going to add here 1 point for spelling. In other words, so you have 2 points. So that section alone is worth 24 points. So if I look at the very first word for the content word, the very first one, if I take a look at it, is the word alfalfa. So number 1, if I get out of the way, alfalfa. Make sure I spell it right. All right, so you have alfalfa. There's the first one. So again, remember it goes 1 across is 2, not down. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so that is for your first section. All right, now I'll clean that up. Well, Cassie Pond. Now we're going to be ready for the second part, which is for lesson 33. We're again on page 129. And so for 129, we said write the content words for the exercise. So I'm going to say write the content word. And for number 13, and so I'll put down number 13, and I'll probably give the first letter of each one. That way it gives you your clue just like the book does. So again, you're doing the same thing. So if I look at number 13, and I have all 3 types of fencing, foil, épée, and saber, and build strength, and the first word is dexterity. So make sure I spell it correctly. I don't like misspelling my words, if I can possibly avoid it. All right, D. So we have D-E-X-T-E-R-I-T-Y. Make sure I spelled it correctly. Double check myself. It is correct, dexterity. So the first one is dexterity. All right. All right, so there you have this is page 129. Let's go ahead and go on to page 130. The vocabulary section. Again, I'm going to put the vocabulary words up in order that I want them on your page so you get them correct. So we have the 4 vocabulary. We have clarity. We have then declaration. We have detection, and then we have protecting. There are your 4 vocabulary words. You will again use them the same way we did last week, as far as applying them to the definitions that are given. All right, please make sure you are keeping a vocab sheet where you're going to be able to have those, because those will be due when we come to the next section. So, and if we run out of the school year, we'll probably have a vocab test at the last week there. So anyway, there's the 4 vocab words. Moving on to page 131. I'll clean it up here for you in a second. Watch the video, because you can fast forward it to the section of that page if you so desire. So again, this is page 131. I'll even put this up here, page 131. All right, now write a pattern word to fit each category. So a pattern word. So I find the pattern section, and it says a party, a celebration, festivity, or excuse me, festival, not festivity, festival. All right, so I look at my words there. You can see there on the end, and you look at the Spanish words. You may have to go to the dictionary to help you define those. But the first one matches actually the very first word. That's where the word fiesta comes from. All right, fiesta. And again, it's not difficult. So again, I'll say write the pattern words, and I'll say page 131. I'll say pattern word number 1. And you will again, the first word would be fiesta. All right, moving down the page. Write the list word for number 11 through 20. All right, it is a trick, but not a treat. It is a trick, but not a treat. All right, and the word is faint. E-I-N-T. All right, so you have the word faint for the first word. And again, you may have to look some of these words up. By the way, if you are calling me to say, Mr. White, I can't figure out number 12, I don't know what it is, the first question I'm going to ask you, did you look it up in the dictionary in the back of the spelling book? No, then you need to do so. Because that's the first thing. I'm not going to do the work for you. You need to do the work. So again, look in the back first. If you have questions, you're going to tell me where it's at in the back of the book, and then we will go from there. So anyway, that is the first step. Page 34. All right, it says, read the journal entry about fencing. Fill in the shape boxes of the content words to complete the journal entry. All right, so you're going to read this and complete it. And so we're going to have, I have learned so much about these past few weeks in my foil fencing class. Foil fencing is for beginners. The sword is lightweight, and the blank is the only target area. All right, so if I take a look at that, you would put the first one, and I would attach what I will do is I will attach number 1. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and so forth. On down, you need to put these numbers in. Number 6 and number 7. All right, so you have a total of 7 words, 7 blanks. So I'm going to get it. This is how it's going to be numbered on the Teams app for you to fill in. So number 1, if I take a look at, what do we call that? The first word that you fill in is torso. And that's what you would type out on the blank. All right, any questions with that? I hope if you do, or I should say I hope you do, if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. And so there is a good chance that this page, which is 132, I should have put up here. I left it at 132 or 131. 132 will be combined with 131, because then you have till Thursday to get your spelling vocab or your spelling list words, content words out, so you know, or excuse me, not content words, spelling pattern words written 3 times. And again, that is due, the pattern words written 3 times is going to be on Thursday. We'll check them off like we did before. So, and that counts towards bonus points towards your spelling test. I give it 1 bonus point back for it. So anyway, I think that'll cover it. If you have questions, again, feel free to call me. Thanks a lot.